questions?
First, the update on Jalen?
Just sprain. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Is that a sprained ankle or what?
Ankle.
Did it blow up? Was it swollen?
I didn't get a chance to look at it, but that's what the medical sent back.
How about the way you guys kind of just took control of this game in the first half? What did you see out there?
Yeah, I liked the start of the game. I thought we had good intensity, good energy on both sides of the ball. And then it got a little choppy, but every time it got choppy, we responded. And I thought a lot of guys stepped up and played well for us.
Coach, I'm sure you weren't happy that Randle got tossed from the game, but in a sense, did it give you an opportunity to see your team do well without him on the floor?
Yeah, like and again, it's an emotional game, and when he got the first one, we got to do a better job too, helping him walk away, right? As a team, staff, with all of us. So the way it was going, and I get the frustration. It was a physical game, and he got hammered on the play. So, but he can't let that. He had a great game going. We can't let that get us sidetracked. So there's going to be some missed calls. That's part of this. Just keep competing, but then when a guy gets frustrated, we got to make sure we help.
So when you say that, I mean, how do you help? I mean, you're on the sideline. You can't run on the court.
Yeah, just an awareness. Go grab them, and it's a dead ball. So just make sure that everyone knows. And I know, you can't get it back, but go learn from it.
Before that, first half, 27 points.
Yeah.
Third quarter of the play. They're sending doubles and you made the right play.
Yeah, he made a number of great plays, and that's, and that was it. We started slowly at the beginning of the third, but then we got on track, and they were doubling him, and he got off the ball, and he made several great plays for us, and I think that's the important part for the team, is to understand everyone shares in the responsibility of creating rhythm for the team. And if you get doubled, hit the open man, trust the pass, play off the pass, do something for someone else, all those things, that's how you build your team. And it's really both sides of the ball.
You have a couple of days here. Jalen sprained ankle. Do you expect to have him Wednesday?
I don't know. I think that, to be totally honest, let's see where he is tomorrow. That's usually, and I'll get a further update from the medical when I get back in the locker room.
Tom, regarding Julius, I know we've talked so much about the difference in his shot selection this year compared to last year, but it doesn't seem like generally he's just making quicker decisions. What do you think has spurred kind of the quicker decisions, quicker actions on this?
Yeah, I think a lot of things. I think moving without the ball, I think screening, I think playing at a faster pace, I think those things, and I think he sees that, and he's scoring different ways. I think it's sometimes it's easier to load up on someone when they're handling the ball, and then you're expending a lot of energy like that, scoring that way. And I think running the floor, I think that's helped a lot. I think catching the ball on the move more, I think that's helped. No one wants to see him going downhill, right? And he's reading the game well. If they're sagging off, he's letting it go. He's not overthinking it. And that's been a big plus. His drives are very aggressive to the basket, so it's good.
So how about with the drives? He had a couple tonight with an Harrison Barnes where he just blows by him, and he got really high around the rim. It does seem like he's moving faster, jumping faster, jumping higher.
Yeah, I think physically he feels good, but I also think him catching it on the move, and he's so athletic and he's strong. So. And for the way the game's officiated, if you generate speed, you're going to, it's good. There's contact. You're going to the line, so you get into the line a lot. There's value in that. Those are easy points. If you get into restricted, either you're getting the layup or you're spraying, and we're getting a high value shot from that. And so when we play like that, it's great for us.
Did you talk to him after the ejection? And, you know, what was his
I haven't had a sit down with him yet.
Right. But after you talked to him after the game?
But you know, I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay.
We had a brief discussion, but we'll have a further one tomorrow.
Coach, you left 3 out of the last 4 opponents. You have held under 100, and the other one was 102. So what's changed over the last 4 games?
You know, it's hard to say. I mean, I think Quentin and Deuce have added a lot, but I also don't want to take away from what the other guys have done. You know, I think when you start digging into the numbers, you see that it's been pretty good. I think we're second in the league in defensive field goal percentage. We're 5th or 6th in 3-point field goal percentage. We're in the top 10, I think 6 or 7 in rebounding margin. Points in the paint, it's top 5. So those are markers to me about the defense. So I think the thing that I like right now is I think the offensive part is helping us because guys are trying to, you know, create rhythm for the team. And then what that lends itself to is the team being tied together defensively as well. And we know we can go on runs. If we get stops, we can get the ball up the floor fast, and we get easy scoring opportunities. And everyone shares in that. There's, you know, we don't know who's going to get the bucket in transition, so the open man gets the bucket. So run as hard as you can. You know, if we turn you over, a long rebound, kick it ahead, and you know, try to take advantage of the game that way. So, you know, I think that it's a compilation of things. And look, we still have you know, a lot of areas to shore up. There's a long way to go, and we got to keep getting better. I think how we approach it is very important. We're either building better habits each day or we're not, and so you don't stay the same. And so I just want us to keep the focus on the improvement every day.
How much of the defensive uptick do you think has to do with just matching up better in transition?
I think that's part of it. You know, I think, you know, you always start there. So it's your defense to protect the basket first. Don't leave the basket unguarded. Right? And you don't have a man. You got to protect the basket. You got to find the ball. You got to communicate, right? And then you get set from there. And then you want to play the ball correctly. Then you want to have a tight shell behind the ball. And then you want everyone moving together, moving on the flight of the ball. And you want everyone close. We always say the ball, the paint, react out, cover the line, challenge the shot, finish with the rebound. So multiple effort being tied together. And if someone needs help, you know, give them help.
What do you think about bringing back Derrick or Evan if Jalen can't play?
Everything's on the table. That's why you have a team.
You had those 3 guys, Brunson, Barrett, and Randall, having missed the game while so many teams rest guys or sit guys. Just kind of what you see from the toughness of those guys. And Brunson took a terrible fall early in the game, and you both time right back in the game.
I think it says a lot about them. I think, you know, those guys have put a lot of work in over the course of the summer. And if you talk to a lot of, it used to be a big deal to play 82. And when you talk to the guys that have done it, they always say that you condition your body to do what you want it to do. When you talk to the Jordans and the Ewings and those guys, that's what they did. And I think we have a lot of like those type of guys. They're in the gym all the time. They're doing correctives. They're in the weight room. They're preparing themselves. And to me, it's the only way you really could build mental toughness. So you condition yourself for what your body has to do. And I think, you know, our medical people have done a good job. Strength and conditioning people have done a good job. But more importantly, the players have done a good job.
You referenced like field goal percentage, and over the last 4 games, I think 27 or 130 from beyond your opponents. What do you see just from the group in general that's worked after that?
Well, containment of the ball, you know, like if you're not, the defense hasn't collapsed, you know, principle of sound offense is getting the ball into the paint, force the defense to collapse. So if you have a tight shot, you keep the ball in the paint, and now as the ball's being picked up, you read the ball. If you start your closeout, you should be there on the catch, right? And if you challenge the shot correctly, you know, these guys are great players. Guys can make, you can do it perfectly, and they can make, you know. So I think it's just doing it consistently. And you know, look, we still can do it a lot better. You know, some of the shots that were missed were good shots that were just missed. So We'll look at the film. These guys have been great watching film, and I think that that's a big part of improvement. It also gives us a good understanding of why you either win or lose, and keeps you focused on what you have to do each day to get better.
Tom, you're building up, let me use my sample size. You're building up a bit of a sample with the starting lineup now. They played like 320 possessions together going into this game, and they were averaging like 120 points per 100 possessions offensively. Why, I know you guys have kind of been searching for a starting lineup that worked for a little bit now. Why has that unit been so good offensively so far?
Well, I think a couple things. I think getting stops, pushing the ball up the floor, but I think also a conscious effort by everyone to help create rhythm for the team. So not necessarily like going off on your own, and that's, you know, like there's going to be opportunities for that, but understand how important it is to play off the pass. Understand how important it is to move without the ball. Understand how important it is to do something for someone else. When you play it that way, because it's a five-man game. It's a five-man game on offense, five-man game on defense. It's not one-on-one. So, and I think the more time the guys play together, they build chemistry, they understand, they can read, like, okay, Julius is being doubled in the middle of the floor. Let's double flood. Let's get a guy to the middle. Let's get a guy on, you know, like get to the spots and get there quickly. So he knows, okay, I'm being doubled. I know that guy's going to be there. If we're being blitzed and on an angle pick and roll, make sure we have the three outlets filled. So, and we always talk about the, you know, the guy behind, you know, just get all the way up to half court, doesn't matter. So if you pivot, you know the guy's there, and it's easy to get the ball out of the trap. And I always say it's really the second pass against the trap.
All right. Thanks, Bruce.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.